even if they're not meant for it. The 4, that first Acacia mentioned, Bill Mott, first-timer, is taking money. Coolapot.
Yeah, second dam Ash Z won 3 times 7 furlongs, put up some 90 buyer fig, so there's definitely some bottom in the second generation as well, going longer on the dirt.
Maiden special weight, 1 turn mile to close out this Saturday card here in South Ozone Park. Let's go to Chris Griffin for the call.
All set. And they're off. My Man Magoo, right out towards the front, but very tightly bunched as they want a piece of the front action here. Is tracking error at the rail. Well, now a certain tracking error is in front, is up by a half length. A host of pursuers towards the outside. My Man Magoo is in that early mix. Also right there is Coolapot trying to join them, and Superpower's in that early mix too. Far outside is going to be Hot Spun. Also following them is Munden, and now willing to press on is going to be Superpower. Superpower is the leader, well off the rail. That leaves the rail open for more company. Very tightly packed on the front end. Back there in 7th. Now at the rail, that's Nico's Derby Run. They went 23.36 for the opening quarter mile. Magnanimous Max is climbing towards the back end of the field. Redouty is also back there, and the trailer, Laird of Magnolia. They sort themselves out, and Superpower takes them into the far turn, less than 4 furlongs to travel. 47.20 for a half-mile time. Tracking error, Sofia Vives has held that rail position, is now in tight, nowhere to go yet. Also in that mix is going to be My Man Magoo. They are scrambling, and now they're running from everywhere as Redouty is going to range up 5 wide, is coming out to the leader. Also right there is Munden. Meanwhile, Superpower is still there. Backing out of it was Coolapot, just had to wait for room. Far back is going to be Nico's Derby Run, Magnanimous Max, and Laird of Magnolia. They reach the top of the stretch. Superpower is still there. Here comes the run from Redouty, is down the center of the racetrack, and Redouty is now in full pursuit. Tracking error is looking for some room. Munden is chasing too, but it's down to these two. It looks like Superpower to the inside and Redouty. Tracking error starts to really find some late momentum as they're approaching that final 16th. Down to the inside. Superpower is still there. Superpower is really game and gutting it out. It is all Superpower in the finale. Superpower wins it over Redouty. Then came Tracking Error and Munden in 1 minute 40.27 seconds.
Redouty looked loaded, but it's the stablemate at 37 to 1. The other Christophe Clement runner who springs the massive upset here in the nightcap.
A lot of happy faces down in the winner's circle down there. Listen, this was a good ride by Eric Cancel. You know, just went to the top in a race that saw an early scramble for the lead, was able to establish that lead and be able to draw away from horses in the stretch. Tracking error just really had nowhere to go, and then Sophia kind of wheeled this horse to the outside and just kind of needed to turn over, never got there, and Redouty used that on the turn, and he did. He looked like he was going to crush when he made that move, and he just wouldn't go by Superpower, so good ride there. 5-6-1. You got paid if you had this horse 37 to 1.
One person did.
Wow.
Pick 5, $179,000. We already knew we had a pick 6 carryover going in. No one was alive in this last race. This is a shocker. Superpower, stablemate of the much more highly regarded, favored, and brother, the very good runner Drake's Passage, coming up short here, running second, but Clement won too.
Yeah, I mean, wasn't even close in that race at the end. Did show some forwardness at the start of the race, and honestly, that race is kind of coming back pretty good. I mean, look at Treaty of Rome. That one for Chad Brown was second, and the Mucho Macho Man next start, and now they ran 1-2 out of that race in here.
5-6-1-9, shocking finish to a card where we've had a ton of upsets on this Saturday afternoon. Meanwhile, back at Oaklawn on the road to the Kentucky Oaks for 3-year-old fillies. Quiet side, not so sharp out of the gate.